Davey. I'm a Senior Vice President of Statistics and Regulatory Science Innovation at Medidata. I lead a group tasked with reusing historical clinical trials data to make future development more efficient. There's a number of ways. One of the best, though, is in severe indications with inadequate standard of care. A synthetic control arm can provide an opportunity to reduce the number of prospective patients that need to be assigned to that standard of care. So for example, in a disease like recurrent glioblastoma, where the standard of care has not changed for many, many years, we can use historical data where patients have received standard of care and give more prospective patients the investigational therapy. So this is a really important topic for us because to make the comparative treatment effect estimate accurate, we have to remove those biases. And so data quality is a really important factor. And also data recency. So we utilize the most recent historical clinical trial data to make it most contemporary with our investigational arm. And then we also balance on baseline prognostic factors, basically as many as we can find in the data set that have clinical importance. We assure the balance on those to reduce the risk of unknown confounding. Hybrid synthetic control arms, I think, are really sort of the best of both worlds. It's a randomized trial where we've intentionally reduced the number of patients being prospectively assigned to the standard of care and supplementing with historical data instead. The reason they're so advantageous is you can make a numerical comparison between the prospective randomized control and the synthetic control patients and test whether there is any bias. If those numerical estimates are similar, then you're more reassured that the bias has been removed. We see a lot of interest in rare diseases. The challenge, of course, is diseases that are rare in real life are also rare in historical data. But assuming that you can identify the appropriate historical data, then the acceptability of a synthetic control in a rare disease is very high. And we've even seen cases where the FDA has approved products in a rare disease based on this. The one that comes to mind is a recent application in a pediatric neuroblastoma. I do think it's the AI piece. I think there's cautious optimism, everywhere that AI will be able to help us both operationally and on the clinical data interpretation side. So it'll be really interesting to see how the industry changes in the next few years.